Hi there. Today I'm going to touch base on our most common question that comes into the clinic is how did I land up in this pain? 90% of the patients coming into our clinic are in pain. 50% of those, let's say, have been having the pain for a while. It's been months or years, it's been worsening, it's become more intense. Most of the time they say I should have taken care of this earlier, but I didn't, and I'm here today. And the last 50% will come in, they'll have been fine yesterday or the last few days, and then all of a sudden wake up this morning, have neck pain or back pain, and are trying to figure out what happened. Did I have must have had a bad sleep last night, or maybe my socks were too hard to put on. Now, if you're watching this, then you probably aren't in acute pain and can probably reason that the likelihood of having a really vigorous sleep or a tough time putting socks on today is no different than any of the other days that you did. So probably that wasn't the cause. More than likely is the accumulated stress over time. So one of the best ways to use an analogy in terms of explaining this is having a weightlifter. So let's say you have a weightlifter. He's got a barbell over his shoulders, and people are putting 25 pounds on at a time. And they keep loading up that weight, and he starts to shake, and he starts to teeter. And then at the last second, somebody puts on 2 pounds on both sides, and he collapses. Now, was it that 2 pounds that was put on that caused him to collapse? No, it was the accumulated weight over time. That 2 pounds was just that extra or that tipping point that was enough to put you over the edge. In the same case with you, your nervous system, which handles all the different stress in your body, is usually pretty good at dealing with this. However, the days on end of working 10 to 12 to 14 hours straight, the kids fighting between each other, the lack of sleep, 5 hours interrupted at best, or perhaps eating fast food in and out because there's no time because you're rushing from one appointment to the one other appointment. All of this builds, hits that point where your body says, I can't do it anymore. Your nervous system essentially collapses and you land up in pain. So you come into the office, chiropractic, no doubt will help get you out of that pain and out of the discomfort. But more importantly is the continued adjustments that you get past that, point where you're out of pain are what really count. That's our opportunity to make sure your nervous system is healthy, and it's also the opportunity for us to check with you. Are you stretching actively? Are you getting enough sleep? Are you doing the exercises to stabilize? Are you maximizing your health and taking care of yourself? Because if you don't do all of these things together, you're going to land up in the same scenario that first brought you in. So hopefully this gives you an idea, a little bit better explanation as to why you land up the way that you do, and hopefully it'll give some insight on making sure that this doesn't happen to you and that you optimize your health and make sure that you're living a good, pain-free, healthy lifestyle. Take care.